Hey y'all, I just wanted to make this video real quick while it's on my mind. And I purposely came on here with a bonnet on and, not really dressed up because this video is going to be about validation. Specifically, validation coming from men or other women, or society, whatever that you're struggling with. So, and I just finished eating and I'm about to go on live, online. So this guy that I follow on this streaming app, I was talking to him about I wasn't really talking to him about webcam. I went in his live stream and he was talking about sex workers, webcam models, OnlyFans girls, and strippers, and you know, those who sell content or whatever. So he's like, oh, a woman like that would never be my wife. I would never take her serious. I would never look at her with respect. And I'm like, but you are a felon that lives with his grandmother on a live streaming app, and you're about to be 30 years old. Reason why I know this is because I went to his stream multiple times to hear him say these things. He's 29 years old, lives with his grandmother, and he mentioned one day that he went to jail. Like, basically whatever he did got him a felony. So I'm like, who wants to be your wife anyway? And a lot of times men depend on us to be desperate for their validation. Like they live for that. Like, they want us to be like, oh, will he marry me? Does he think I'm pretty? Am I his type? Does he think I'm wifey type? Oh, do he think I'm a good woman if I do this and I do this and I don't do this and I don't? Guess what? Whether you're a porn star, a wholesome woman, let me tell you something. When I was a good girl, before I got into the industry, I was cheated on. When I was a good wholesome girl, a good girl who tried to go the SpongeBob SquarePants route, I got cheated on by girls in the industry. I was dogged out and cheated on by webcam models, strippers, escorts. So the same men that said, well, I would never wife that, those are the same men that cheat on their wives with that. Most of my clients are married. And it's not to say that I'm better than their wives, but how can you say you would never wife or never have respect for a woman or don't deal with a woman, but you're paying that woman. You're paying that woman's bills. You're giving her money. So, and I guarantee you, like, do you know how many men are in relationships, or how many strippers are in relationships, how many webcam models are married? So just because it's not his cup of tea, it doesn't mean that it's nobody's cup of tea. It doesn't mean that, oh, because I'm a webcam model or a stripper, no one wants me. No, there's plenty of strippers who are married. There's plenty of webcam models who are married. There's strippers who are engaged in relationships. Some guys like it. Some guys think it's sexy to, they think it does something for them to have other men lust after their woman. Like, a lot of men, they want their woman to be desirable to other men. It makes the man look better. Like, oh, I wish I had what he had. It kind of brings his status up. And but yeah, like, listen, don't get so much into your head about thinking about what Tom wants and what Chad wants and what Henry wants and what Taekwon wants, and oh, he said he would never date a girl like me. Okay, so what? Would you want a man like him? Because the same guy that said I would never date a OnlyFans girl is the same guy who's a fucking felony, who's a felon, who lives with his grandmother and doesn't have a car or a job. So who wants you anyway? I'm glad you don't want OnlyFans girls. I'm glad you don't want us because you're nothing to want. And you made yourself even more unattractive by spitting that stupid stuff out of your mouth as if you're some type of catch or prize. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here and get on my stream. But I just came on here to say that for the girls who were dealing with struggling with wanting male validation so much, don't stop. You don't need it. It's not needed because these men will stick their little eggplant in anything. They will lie and make anything feel good just to get that one thing. They will say anything to any woman who even they say they're not attracted to just to get that one thing in between her legs. So they validate anybody who they feel like they can get something from. So don't be so quick to want a man's validation, because free validation is not valid validation. Only paid validation. Only paid validation matters. Everything else is all bullshit. Remember that.